Okay, so this is your reading for the week. It's called Big Brown Bats, and you should have your name, number, and date on the top, and number your paragraphs. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna start off with paragraph 1. It says, did you know that there's a creature of the night that's actually our friend? Meet the big brown bats. With their sleek fur that ranges from light brown to dark, almost chocolate color. They are a sight to behold in the moonlight. Their wingspans can stretch up to 13 inches, which is about as long as your ruler. And don't forget their little ears and snout that make them look like they're always curious about the world around them. Paragraph 2. Speaking of the world around them, big brown bats have quite an interesting lifestyle. These nocturnal creatures are found all over North America, living in places like tree holes, under bridges, and even sometimes in attics. They love to eat insects, and single bats can eat up to 1,000 mosquito-sized bugs just in 1 hour. They hibernate during the winter and come out when it's warm. But did you know that female bats gather together in large groups when they are ready to have their babies? Now you might be thinking, what do these bats have to do with us, right? Well, they're actually very important to humans because they eat so many pests that can harm our crops and gardens. But don't worry, they usually prefer to stay away from people and won't harm you unless they feel threatened. In fact, they use a special technique called echolocation to navigate and find their food, so they're not likely to bump into you in the dark. Paragraph 4. It's amazing how different they are from other animals, isn't it? Unlike birds, bats are mammals, which means they have fur and nurse their babies with milk. And unlike most mammals, bats are capable of true and sustained flight, not just gliding or leaping. So next time you see a big brown bat, remember that it's not just a creature of the night, but a friend that helps keep our environment balanced. Okay, so please make sure you do a summary for each paragraph. So after reading this paragraph, what's one thing you remember, like we did on the Titanic, and you can write it down here, or you can write it down here. Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4. What is something that stuck out to you or was interesting from paragraph 2? Something that stuck out to you or was interesting from paragraph 3, and same for 4. So as you go through the questions, make sure you're highlighting or underlining where you found the answer. Okay, it's easier if they're different colors. So for example, you want to make number 1 yellow, or whatever color you want to make it. What is the color big brown bats? That's most likely in paragraph 1, right? We would color the color brown, or sorry, that they are brown, so circle D, right? And write your answer here for number 1, and then we can highlight that in the same color where we found it. So just go back and forth. I'll read the questions now. So number 1, what color is the fur of big brown bats? Is it white, black, gray, or brown? There's only one answer. Number 2, when do female bats gather together in large groups? Is it when they are ready to migrate? B, when they're searching for a new home? C, when they're ready to have their babies? Or D, when they're hunting for food? Number 3, what do big brown bats eat? Is it insects, fish, small rodents, or plants? Number 4, do big brown bats prefer to interact with people? A, no, they usually stay away from people. B, yes, they're often seen in populated areas. C, no, they are often found in remote areas far away from people. Or D, yes, they often interact with people. 5, what makes bats different from birds? A, bats can't fly. B, bats are mammals. C, bats have feathers. Or D, bats lay eggs. Number 6, how long is the wingspan of big brown bats? Is it A, up to 30 inches, B, up to 5 inches, C, up to 13 inches, or D, up to 20 inches? Number 7, how many mosquito-sized bugs can a single bat eat in an hour? Is it A, up to 100, B, up to 1,000, C, up to 500, or D, up to 50? Number 8, what time of the year do big brown bats hibernate? Is it A, during the fall, B, during the winter, C, during the spring, or D, during the summer? 9, where might you find big brown bats living? A, in the soil, B, in the ocean, C, in caves, or D, in tree holes? Number 10, how do big brown bats navigate and find their food? Is it A, using their sense of smell, B, by using sensitive hairs on the snout, C, by using special techniques called echolocation, or D, they use their sharp eyes to view prey from above? And then you'll still have some questions on the back page, but these I hope you can read by yourself. And you're gonna say if it's a fact or opinion, so F or an O for these. Number 11, female brown bats often group together when they are ready to have their babies, fact or opinion. 12, the way big brown bats use echolocation to navigate the dark is neat, fact or opinion. 13, you can find big brown bats throughout North America, including places like tree holes, under bridges, and sometimes in attics, fact or opinion. The way female big brown bats gather together in large groups to have their babies is fascinating, fact or opinion. 15, big brown bats are able to eat up to 1,000 mosquito-sized insects just in 1 hour. Fact or opinion. 16, big brown bats hanging upside down is adorable, fact or opinion. Number 17, big brown bats tend to hibernate when the weather turns cold and reemerge when it gets warmer, unlike many other mammals who do not hibernate, fact or opinion. 18, bats are not birds, but are actually a type of mammal, fact or opinion. 19, big brown bats are the best kind of bats because they can eat up to 1,000 mosquito-sized bugs in just 1 hour, fact or opinion. And 20, big brown bats have smooth fur that looks really cool, fact or opinion. And then on the back, just like we did with the Titanic, you are to do a summary. You can grab a blank sheet of paper and staple it to here. So you could do it like this, right? And then give me a summary of this text with a topic sentence, a fact, explain that fact, fact number 2, explain the fact, conclusion. Okay, so it should be 6 total sentences.